Hello, everybody. Taste of Ashes. Hello. I will be talking about you because you're part of this story. Welcome, Supertramp. Thank you so much for helping me.
Hello.
So, anybody that's in our Discord knows a man named Tall, Dark, and Handsome. Okay, or Handful. Tall, Dark, and Handful. That's his name. And I used to be kind of cool with him, and I would go on his panels and stuff like this. But lately, he's been a rascal, and I'll tell you why. He has been basically promoting somebody else's sexual abuse through his own YouTube over and over and over again. I mean, like nonstop. And every Discord that I'm in, over and over, like every other hour. Tony brought it to my attention that he did 22 times in the Discord, the Kermit and Friends Discord. And so I blocked him because I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Like, I don't care to know who got molested when, and I don't want to see them tell their story over and over and over again. And he's just doing it for to be sensationalistic. He's even admitted to that. So I blocked him, right? Yeah, every hour basically, Ashes. Hi Pete, hi everybody. Hey now. So I blocked him, and I thought it was cool, right? Because I blocked him to prevent having to see that, which I thought was disgusting. So 2 days later, he comes into the voice chat that I'm in, and he's like, Wheezy, why did you block me? And I explained it. I said, because I do not want to see this video that you're basically promoting somebody else's sexual abuse. And I think he really likes it. I think that it's like some kind of like weird little thing that he's doing, and he likes it too much. And he didn't even ask her permission to use it or title it that way. He's done it with somebody else too, who's supposed to be his close friend, where he took a video of Big Wolfie talking about a sexual experience he had as a 14-year-old or a 13-year-old. And what does Tall Dark do? He titles the video, Wolfie had sexual abuse with 14-year-old or something like that. And it's like, bro, you're making Wolfie sound like a fucking pedophile. Like, what are you doing? And he answered me and he said, well, in this community, everybody wants to get views and hits. Shout out to Smokey. And everybody wants to use sensationalistic tactics to get views. Fine, cool, whatever. Disgusting though, okay? So when he hit me up about it, I said, well, I blocked you because of these reasons. I don't want to be over and over seeing this. And he's like, oh, okay, Weezy, I understand. A day later, he comes at me about Ashley, this girl right here, saying, you and Ashley did a stream together about me and against me, which never happened. And I'm going to point out many of his lies today, but that's one of them. I didn't do a stream with Ashley. I don't think I've ever done a stream with her, let alone talking shit about Tall Dark publicly. Hi, Caleb. So basically, I'm going to play this. This is what made me make the video. This is him last night lying about me, slandering me out of some like sick, twisted obsession he has with molestation. And here it goes.
Somebody, and so he doesn't want to bring that topic up. Now he wants to sue me.
That's pretty harsh.
Let me say right now, I've never sued anybody, and I've never threatened to sue anybody, ever. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I was somebody that would threaten to sue, I would have threatened to sue Bob. I would have threatened to sue Witz, who I both get along with really well now. I would have threatened to sue many people. I would never threaten to sue anybody. So he's lying right.
All of a sudden, when I tried to do a marketing title by Chris Christine, got molested.
A marketing title. Do you hear this? He's trying to market other people's molestation for clicks. And he only gets 20 views. So basically what he's really trying to do is exploit other people's painful, probably the worst thing that's ever happened in their life for his own clicks. And it's not even worth it because it's not like anybody ever fucking watches it.
And healed.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he started attacking me.
I didn't attack him at all. What I did was I blocked him. And in blocking him, it hurt his ego and his feelings. And anybody that knows Tall Dark knows that he has a thin skin. And he gets so upset about literally anything that you do towards him. This guy is supposed to be a Christian. His name in our Discord is Lord Jesus Save Me, but He's not a Christian. And I've had this problem recently with another guy that pretends to be a Christian. These people that are hyper religious and they are pretending to be Christians, those are the ones that you have to look out for.
But that's when
So I just said, well, maybe Wheezy molested somebody.
And there we go. Now he wants to spin it and say, maybe I molested somebody. That's why I don't want to see his video. Shame on you. I actually should fucking sue you for saying that. That's slanderous. And what kind of Christian would come out and say something like that? You are the one that's monetizing, trying to exploit other people's pain for your own gain. And it's fucking pathetic. And you blocked me and you banned me from your StreamYard last night and your YouTube and on Discord. So I couldn't even tell my side of the story because you're a bitch ass pussy. That's what you are, Tall Dark. And you have the link to this and you won't come up because you are a bitch made pussy.
And so he doesn't want to bring that topic up. Now Wheezy wants to sue me.
I don't want to sue him.
That's pretty harsh.
Thank you, Tramp, for saying what he said was harsh.
That's when I wanted to interject.
Now, one thing that I will say about Wolfie, and I like Wolfie, but we had a conversation 2 days ago about how Tall Dark did Wolfie. He basically, Wolfie, expressed that his feelings were hurt and he felt really uncomfortable with the way that Tall Dark had titled the video about him and his sexual experience that he didn't like, right? So me and Wolfie were talking about that. Now, I'm not a big Tall Dark fan right now, so maybe I was being a little bit of a dick about it, right? But I was just speaking my mind. Well, last night on this show that I just showed you guys, Wolfie was backpedaling all of the way, and he let Tall Dark say that maybe I'm just lying and I'm trying to manipulate him. That's not my gig. I never lie in here because I know that everybody will have the receipts, and I just use truth instead of lies to prove my point. Wolfie backpedaled and said, oh, maybe he is manipulating me. Yeah, he is, because Wolfie is too afraid to tell Tall Dark the truth. And that, like I said, I like Wolfie, but that's a bitch move. And I'm pointing that out because anybody that watched that video last night will see that he's trying to say that I am the manipulator. When, if you watch that, you can see Tall Dark manipulating in real time. Bullshit. It was bullshit. Now, Shamrock. Hi, Shamrock. Super, can you put up that one still that you have? I don't care if you don't remember it, Wolfie. It happened. I'll tell you what, it happened. You need to go watch that again because it absolutely happened. Okay, let's get this on the big screen. Now, this is what's really funny to me because, Wheezy repeats the Joer's insult that I only got 20 views on my last video. Bro, I didn't repeat anything. I didn't even see Joey say that. The facts remain, you only had 20 views and more than one person decided to point it out. So you trying to control this narrative about how I am the bad guy, it's not going to work, especially when I have a voice. Just because you tell me I can't talk on your shit doesn't mean I don't have my own voice. And more than 5 people are watching this at the moment. Yesterday, you had 5 viewers. So you really fucking shot yourself in the foot by not letting me come up to your 5 viewers while now I'm exploiting you for the dickhead that you are. Wheezy likes to pass off other people's ideas as his own. Fake news. Not at all. We just happened to notice the same thing. Me and Joey both saw that you only had 20 views and you're willing to throw your best friend under the bus for those 20 views. And Christine, who has not been back to our fucking Discord since you pulled this move on her. Sleazy Wheezy, cute little rhyme, right? You're the fucking sleaze bag out of us. Is such a narcissist. Who's narcissistic when you're using other people's fucking pain for your gain? You're sickening. You're the narcissist. To do a video about him, and he threatens me he will have his followers on the panel insulting me. I did not say that. What I said is I'll be forced to do my own video about you. That's what I said. You're always spinning this truth. This sleazy wizzy thing's not going to stick because I have a rock solid reputation around here. And frankly, you don't. You're disgusting. You're a poor excuse for a Christian, and you get off on other people's molestation. Their sexual abuse is your gain. It's fucking pathetic and it's disgusting. Now, I want you to notice that
I didn't when I tried to do.
See that thing behind him right there? It's a comment I made about Kenneth, and I was trying to be funny. I said, Kenneth, learn how to take a dick pic. We could see your fucking sheets and your walls, and you didn't even show the tip of your penis. Learn how to take a dick pic. It was a joke, right? Well, he turns it into, let me solo this out again. He turns it into, sorry. Sleazy Weezy looked at Kenneth's penis picture so closely that Sleazy Weezy was able to give Kenneth some ideas for his next penis picture. Anybody that saw that photo would have come up with the same idea I did. I didn't look at it closely just because you're a disgusting pig. Vlad, you're not ever going to be on my panel. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're pathetic too. Sleazy Weezy was able to give Kenneth some ideas for his next picture. Sleazy Weezy is drooling in anticipation by giving Kenneth the advice. If that's not a false narrative, I don't know what is, because that's absolute and utter bullshit. And what he's using is he's using tactics of like fake bullshit because he doesn't have any truth on me. If he had anything to talk shit about me from, then he actually would show it, but he doesn't, because I'm not Sleazy Weezy. Those just happen to rhyme, and he wants to paint a picture of me being sleazy when in fact he is the sleazeball, and I just made the case for it. This guy is promoting other people's molestation over and over and over again, their sexual abuse, their worst time they've ever had, for likes. And he gets 5 fucking viewers, 20 views on that video. Who's the sleazeball? Now, I invited Tall Dark on here, and the only person that tried to come up was Vlad. Vlad ain't ever going to be on any of my streams. He knows that. But Tall Dark's too afraid to come up here. If anybody else wants to come up here, we can talk about it. But Caleb, yes, we saw the dick 2,700 times, unfortunately. Meaning, like, we didn't have to look close at it. It was in our face over and over again. I said, Kenneth, learn how to take a dick pic. Tall Dark wants to turn it into his own perversions and say, look, Weezy's dissecting it and he's looking at it. No, Tall Dark, you're the fucking sleazy one out of us. Your name is Sleazy Tall. My name is Weezy. So until you have some actual information that goes against me and not just conjecture and bullshit rumors and slander, then you got nothing on me, bub. And the fact that you're not coming up here, it speaks volumes about you, because you wouldn't let me up on your stream yesterday because you're a bitch ass pussy. That's what I'll say. I'll say it again. You're a bitch ass pussy. I hope that you come on Kermit and Friends tomorrow so we can have a little talk about it, because Jimmy's been begging me to talk about it, but there's only one fake Christian I'm interested in talking to, and that's you, Tall Dark. What do you think, Super?
That would be an interesting conversation. I'd like to hear it.
I would too. What did you think about, you were on the stream last night in that video, and you did protect me, and you stood up for me, and you said, hey, that's pretty low. What did you think about that whole situation being up there? And I'm not trying to get you against Tall. I mean, you're like friends with everybody, so I get that, and I don't want to turn you against them at all. But what were you thinking when that happened?
Well, I'm thinking now, because when I was thinking yesterday, I hadn't heard your explanation as to what was going on in your narration of things. So now I'm like, oh boy.
Well, I could never get mad if you went up there, but he wouldn't let me up there, which is the reason I'm making this video. And this video is not going to be even more than a couple minutes longer, but I just wanted to get this information out there, because I'm not going to be painted as something I'm not. And the last thing I am is somebody that molests people. And for you to play this
marketing title by Chris Christine got molested and healed.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he started attacking me.
But that's when.
So I just said, well, maybe Weezy molested somebody.
Well, maybe I didn't, Tall Dark, and maybe you should stop trying to gain views off of other people's sexual abuse, because you're a pathetic excuse for a fucking Christian. You're a fake Christian, just like Jimmy the fake Christian. And it seems to me that all of the religious fanatics are the absolute worst and the darkest. And for whatever perversions that you have, don't project them on me, buddy, because I have my own voice, and I will always speak my own voice. And you're stupid. You could barely have a conversation with anybody because you don't understand shit. So I would expect you to go after people that are on your level. I'm not on your level. I can speak for myself, and you wanted to stop that. Well, this is what you get. And I'll continue. Every fucking thing you say about me, I'll continue to push back. And you're lucky that I'm not somebody that's sue happy, because I would sue you for slander or libel, whatever the internet version of it is, because you're pathetic. And that's all I have to say about it. If anybody wants to come up, now's your opportunity. Otherwise, I'll be stopping this. But I've said what I needed to say. Anybody that doesn't know Tall Dark, now you're warned. Anybody that does know Tall Dark, you're not surprised. So with that being said, I think that we will end this. Thank you so much, Super Tramp. I really appreciate you always. You are my big super producer. And Shamrock, I love Spunky Shamrock too. But I'm just not going to be, I'm not going to be labeled a certain way. And that's a good point. That is a good point. The people that are religious that we don't know are religious, that's the way to play it. But to preach from a broken pulpit and talk about, oh my God, you're this and that, you're so sinful. The guy was talking to Amora, calling her a slutty whore. What Christian even has that in their vocabulary? And then he doubles down and he defends it. And when you put that in on his radar and you say, hey, these are the things that are not Christian that you're doing. And believe me, I'm not a Christian, so I'm not trying to preach, but I'm saying if you paint yourself as like some holier than thou character, you better not do the shit that you're doing without getting fucking called out for it. Wheezy's on fire. Yeah, shout out to Chris Christine. I hope that she didn't leave this whole community because of that deplorable behavior that Tall Dark displayed. We hope that she comes back. She is also a Christian. Funny enough how that happens. Shout out to Smokey, and thank you guys so much for watching. Do you have something to say, Super Tramp?
I was gonna say one thing before you left. Did you notice? Well, you didn't mention that Wits had actually come up on panel yesterday.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. I owe Wits a lot because I forgot about that during this video, but I didn't forget about it. Wits went up and defended me. Me and Wits have had a storied past. We have had back and forth a lot, but I actually really like Wits. And especially after last night. Last night, Wits went up and he defended me. And he talked about how Tall is way out of fucking line. And that he's, you know, doing these things from a bubble, portraying this whole version of me that doesn't exist without giving me a voice for it, which is so pathetic. I invited him up here so he could argue with me because he knows damn well everything I'm saying is true. So Wits going up there and defending me was awesome. And thank you, Wits. And what did Tall Dark say as soon as Wits left? He said, oh, I don't think I'm going to let him up here anymore because he's afraid of the truth. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you, Supertramp, for bringing that up, and thank you for being the best ever.